Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hmm.
This is Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 149, Perfect Preparation Part 2. Last we left off, Maki's dad raffle stomped her in Mortal Kombat. And we cut open to her dragging Maki and Mai into this dark room while talking shit. He's like, believing you had broken my blade, you stepped in close. That's why you're no good. You fucking see me as a swordsman, but I'm not a swordsman. I'm a sorcerer. You know, you can't judge me by the standards of someone who is worthless. And I'm like, damn. Come on, dude. And he just continues on. He's just like, as I said, I did not become the head of the family because of you two. My older brother's technique, cursed technique, doesn't have much of a history, so his technique was not even a factor. It's not even important. He just got to be the head because my children were worthless. And he basically throws them down these stairs. He's like, this room is usually for training. We keep countless grade 2 and lower cursed spirits here, and they're keeping back because they're scared of me. But once I leave, they're gonna fucking eat you. So, you know. Yeah. I'm like, jeez. He's like, heavenly restriction, physically gifted. What of those things? In order to fight, we sorcerers train every day. Maki, your strength is nothing special compared to others. Farewell, you are a stain on my life. Foof. I hate this old man.
Yeah, but I bet you don't hate him more than he hates his children.
I mean, I don't think anybody hates
so fucked up.
I don't think I can hate anybody as much as he hates his kids, dude. It's insane.
Oh, God. He cannot believe how worthless they were.
You guys cost me.
I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, you guys cost me everything. Mai manages to get up and check Maki's pulse, and she's still alive. So she starts to use some kind of cursed technique, and they both wake up on this beachfront. And Mai explains, like, you probably understand my curse technique. Because I made this, I'll probably die. But, you know, good luck and goodbye on your own. And Maki's just trying to put it all together. It's like, wait, what's going on? What are you talking about? Come back here. And Mai explains that, like, twins are inauspicious for sorcerers. Basically, to gain something, you must offer something. In a way, suffering makes us stronger. For us, as twins, the rule doesn't apply. Cursed techniques treat identical twins as one individual, and that's why they're both kind of deficient in one area or the other. So Mai may have cursed technique, but what is it that she can't see cursed spirits? I know she has like a cursed technique, or maybe she has just limited cursed energy, and Maki just doesn't have any at all, and no cursed technique. So basically, like, as long as she explains, like, as long as I'm around, you won't get stronger. So, you know, I'll leave only this and throw the rest away. And she asks her to make a promise to destroy everything. Everything, big sister. And we cut open back to reality as Mai and Maki are intertwined. A blade emerges out of nowhere, basically. And Maki is the only one alive. Mai has passed away. As the cursed spirits just start to converge on them. Man.
Oh, look at that guy with his arms stretched out. Whoa.
Yeah.
They look so good. I love the cursed spirits.
Yeah.
They all look so funny.
Yeah.
Creepy.
So Maki's dad thought it was sweet. He was like, whoa, what the fuck? He turns around and just the wind just like flies out. He's like, whoa, the cursed spirits are gone. What happened? And then he sees like a silhouette of Maki and Mai. Maki just climbing up the stairs, leading Mai against the wall. He's like, my body remembers, but I tried to forget this fear. And man, Maki pulls up looking like Toji. Like Megumi's dad.
The guy that beat up Gojo.
Yeah. And man, he is shook. He is shooketh. He cannot believe it. Yeah, his eyes, his pitch black hamster eyes bulge out of his fucking skull. He can't believe what's happening right now. He's like, whoa. he immediately goes like, curse technique, lightsaber. And he's like, very well, with my own hands, I will burn you to the bone. And next page, 2-page spread, as he's shouting, so let us fight, my worthless child. His head's already like lopped in half. Maki just like, samurai, I'm already behind you. Brooke style, you're dead.
Yeah.
I already cut you, yo ho ho ho. Gone. And yeah, he just falls to the ground dead. First of all, one of these. And Maki is victorious. She looks down and she's like, let's get started.
He's dead.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my certified really good chapter of the week.
RGC. Yeah, this is mine too.
Josh, you look so disappointed. How could you be so disappointed?
Certified RGC.
I'm not disappointed. I'm surprised.
Why?
I'm really surprised at Brian. And all right, this was late. Let me start off by giving my thoughts. So this shit was so crazy. I had to go research what heavenly restriction was. I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I need to understand what is going on. So I went to a wiki, and I understand exactly what happened here. They're twins, and when you're a sorcerer person and you're a twin, your power gets divided.
Mm-hmm.
Maki having no cursed energy, even though Maki didn't have any cursed energy because her sister, I guess, took all of it or whatever. She couldn't make like a ritual to have heavenly restriction or whatever like that,
mm-hmm.
or to get heightened abilities. All right, so basically, like, heavenly restriction takes form in different ways. I'm just reiterating this for anyone that may not remember, right? Like, it could be expressed where like some people sacrifice it, like a large amount of their cursed energy to get like heightened abilities. Some people are born a certain way. Like, apparently there's a person that's like handicapped and they're always in pain, but like their cursed energy is like incredibly strong or whatever. So he gave, sacrifice physical parts of himself.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as her sister gave her life, so Maki could never, that's her name, right? Maki. Yeah, Maki could never achieve heavenly restriction, even with the lack of cursed energy, because she was linked to her twin. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it really came down to. So her twin gave up her life so that she could achieve heavenly restriction. And as awesome as I thought that was, I kind of felt like there was zero build-up for it, and she turned super duper strong, kind of just instantly.
Yeah.
I don't know. That rubs me a weird kind of way.
I will
Still
say,
awesome. It was. I loved seeing her dad get chopped in half, and I liked that Maki's not useless and dead. This is awesome. I love what this means for the future. But
I mean, if you don't mind me cutting in there, I think there's a reason why she's super strong right off the bat, because it's kind of like, she's been training her whole life to be strong without it, to be strong without this kind of power, and she was already super skilled. She was already like starting to, come to her own, and now she has this power to kind of amplify her true skills, Like, so it kind of like makes sense that she's this strong, but to be fair, her dad was kind of a fucking loser anyway. Like, she was beating him like without this power beforehand. He just, used curse technique, and that's how he got the upper hand. Like, it was clear that she was the more skilled against her own father. So we don't know what her true capabilities are yet, but we know that her, like, at least what we can see, her potential Megumi's dad, which is pretty fucking high.
yeah, that for sure. You're right. I mean, that makes sense. That I guess like it's just like she should have had this level of power already, but because of the twin situation, it was just holding it back. So it's like the heavenly restriction came on, and all it did was amplify what she already could do.
Yeah.
And again, like, we haven't really seen this. This isn't really much of a measuring stick because he probably wasn't that much better than her anyway.
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll give you that. You know, this whole twins rule isn't built up. Yeah, I mean,
like,
like,
she even had a twin.
I remember she's the one with the gun in the Kyoto exam thing when they're fighting in the forest.
Oh.
She was around. She's been an established character for a while now. I will say this, that whole rule about the twin, while I kind of let it slide because, you know, it's not like, it doesn't feel so much like it. Like, it doesn't feel like, you know, a very convenient thing. It kind of makes sense within the logic of the world. To a degree.
I'll say this. It doesn't feel like my issue is that, not that I feel like it's an asshole. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying, is that the specifics of the situation is just, I wish they could have gone into it or at least hinted at it a little earlier. So it, I guess, like, you know, it would make sense now.
I think that's what Josh was saying.
Yeah.
That they didn't really build up to it at all, and I kind of agree with that too, honestly. I felt like this was... that's still, but
sorry.
No, it's all right. Like, I feel like it was kind of like it wasn't enough. Like, if the ending wasn't so fucking cool, My Hero Academia would be RGC this week, okay? But the ending was so fucking badass that I was like, all right, Maki, you got it.
Yeah,
it's yours this week.
Dirt on her name.
Yeah.
I felt like this was always going to be the situation. It's something he planned, but he just felt like, I'm not going to make a story about this. I need to kind of get the gears going. And I don't know why. Maybe again, like, this is maybe just me feeling away. You know, I say this with My Hero Academia too sometimes. And I'm not the author. This isn't my fucking story.
Yeah.
But it just feels like this was something that would have been way bigger if there was just more to it. Maybe even if her sister was with her going to the house and they had to fight a few people along the way. You know what I mean? Something like a 2-3 chapter kind of little mini side situation for them. But to build, you know. I mean, you remembered who she was, but I completely forgot. And I think that matters.
Well,
I like this time. I remember some of these characters when they bring them back. They're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember this girl with the gun. What was her power? What did she do?
Oh, that's another thing, is that, like, she transferred her cursed technique over, which Mai has the ability to basically create something out of nothing with her cursed energy. The bullets she uses in her revolver are cursed energy. So she creates these bullets from cursed energy in her revolver. Does that make sense to you?
That's her ability. She can create bullets from cursed energy.
Yeah, she wasn't very strong with it, and Maki was, like, very strong physically. So that's why, like, she was always the better of the two, despite the fact that she had, like, this cursed technique. Is that Mai wasn't that strong with it. But yeah, I mean, and that's why this blade appears kind of out of nowhere, is that Maki seems to have her cursed technique of being able just to create shit, which is interesting. And you know, I'll also grant you that I think you're right. I think it probably would have served with a little bit more of them being together and doing shit, but at the same time, they do have, like, kind of this conflict. They did have this beef for a while. I'm refamiliarizing myself with Jujutsu Kaisen through the anime, so some of these things are still kind of fresh in my mind, and that's how I remember her cursed technique and all that stuff, and that's why I remember her as a character. I'm trying to do a read through of Jujutsu Kaisen again because my memory sucks, you guys. I'm very sorry. We forget things on this pod all the time, but yeah, that's why I felt like this was, like, a good kind of closure to their story, even though, you know, I could have used more earlier down the road. That Mai sacrifices herself for Maki in hopes of a better future for her, and, you know, because these two wanted to, like, break the establishment of their family. Both of them kind of, like, were looked down upon for not only being women, but being women who weren't good jujutsu sorcerers and putting dirt on the family name. So I don't know. I feel like this is like kind of nice. I think the reason it kind of beat it kind of beat Black Clover, because if it wasn't this, it was definitely Black Clover for my RGC, no question. It's just, I don't know. I guess like I have a little bit more of a connection with Maki. I think like you said, even in our Black Clover talks, is that like Magna was just kind of like a tertiary guy, where Maki was kind of like more present than Magna is in his series. You know, like I like Maki a little more, and I enjoy.
I'm more invested. I could say that as well too.
Yeah. And I'm glad that she's alive. I'm glad that they didn't just kill her off. You know what's funny? At the beginning of this chapter, I thought that like he was secretly going to train them because he said this place is a training ground.
Right?
But no,
right? He's going to be like just real like harsh about it.
Yeah.
It was like, you will get stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh.
Cool. He's I'm going to bust your ass real quick and build you up.
Yeah.
Break you down, build you up.
Yeah. But nope, he's just an asshole all the way through.
Purely a piece of shit.
Yeah, 100% a garbage man.
He was so scared and said, "This is Fireblade. I'm not scared of you."
Yeah,
let's fight.
Yeah, part of it was also the satisfaction of him getting his fucking head lopped off for being such a piece of garbage. But I'm excited for it, man. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of felt for Maki, I feel for Maki more. I thought this was a really cool chapter. Very cool implement. Like, Maki has powers now, you know? She's like Rock Lee if Rock Lee suddenly could master jutsu, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, with the gates.
Yeah.
If we was able to get more of that outside of the Ninja War.
Yeah. But
whatevs.
Hey, we're getting that now in a spiritual successor in Maki, I think.
Sure.
I'll take
it.
I don't know. That was my dream. I really did just like feel excited. Both series.
Heavenly restriction.
Yeah. It's not just heavily restriction. She has the cursed energy too now. Very cool. Very into it.
Wait, she has no.
She does. I just explained that. She got all of my. She got all of Mai's power.
Have heavenly restriction with cursed energy.
No, I think I don't. Isn't that the deal? Like, she has Mai's cursed technique, right?
No, she uses something similar to what Megumi's dad uses. I don't think he uses cursed energy himself.
Yeah, but
I think it's something different.
If you see,
her twin sister killed herself, eliminating the cursed energy that was connected to Maki, which was preventing her from unlocking heavenly restriction.
Yeah, but I mean,
or rather,
I think that's. I thought the cursed energy thing, like, it was indicated when the sword appeared, because you see that like the sword kind of materializes if you look closely when you return, and Mai's ability is just like making these constructs basically out of cursed energy.
Maybe that's what she did, like in her like in order to kill, like maybe she killed herself by you putting her last bit of energy into making that sword, and then again, I thought the point that was being made was that they were connected as twins, and again, like usually when you have sorcerers that are born without the cursed energy, you end up having heavenly restriction. That's what happened with with this dude's father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So the question begged, like, why? Why not? Why didn't this happen for her? Which is also why her sister was saying, by me killing myself, you can unlock your true potential.
Yeah. She also did say that
again. She couldn't unlock heavenly restriction because she's linked to her twin who has cursed energy.
Mm. Okay, yeah. She did say that she'll take the cursed energy
because her cursed energy was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Her technique, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I could be wrong, but I
could be wrong too.
That is the case.
Hopefully, they'll explain a little bit more as we go on.
Yeah,
we get explanations and crumbs in Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel, but it doesn't take away from anything. I thought this was dope as fuck.
Yeah, the explanation will come in full eventually.
Yeah,
they can't help it. So.
Very into it.